Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Dragon Warrior 3 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last episode, we freed Rubus from her stone curse, and she gave us her blessing, which allowed us to take the Staff of Rain and the Stone of Sunlight to the Southern Shrine in Alfgard, and we got the Rainbow Drop, so now we're able to go to the Archery in Zoma's castle. However, I wanted to gain some levels for that, so I got Prince Oni up to level 42 and Sadie up to 42, because that way they learned all their spells. Now Sadie will be able to class change into the Soldier, which is the final class that we haven't seen in this playthrough. And Prince Oni has gotten all his spells, so we'll see all the spells that I'm going to pull up his info here. So, Prince Oni has learned the Lightning spell and the Heal Us All spell. Lightning does about 180 to 200 damage to everybody. Heal Us All costs 52 MP, but it heals everybody up to their max hit points. Sadie, at 41, learned her final spell, the Sacrifice spell. She learned Infirmos, Sacrifice, and Revive in the meantime. Infirmos is the strongest wind spell. Sacrifice sacrifices Sadie's life or defeats all the enemies. It's susceptible to instant death, so you can't really use it on bosses. And Revive is basically like Vivify. It brings a character back to life, but unlike Vivify, which has a 50% chance to work, a Revive has a 100% chance. So I stopped here in Romilly so I can show off this glitch with the Silver Harp. What you do is basically you play the Silver Harp before you get into a battle, and the character will one of the monsters will disappear, and all the odds will kind of shift up. So if we want to bet on the Fierce Bear there, we bet on the monster above it. And if the Fierce Bear wins, it'll win with the Mini Demons thing. So see that blank spot, basically to figure the Mini Demon moved up into that spot, the Fierce Bear moved up into the Mini Demon slot. So the Fierce Bear here is going to win, and we're going to win with the Mini Demon's odds. So we'll get a little bit of extra gold there. That is really, really good. And I'm going to show this off here too. It's going to take a little while. That's really good because sometimes if you get into a battle where it's only two monsters, one of the monsters is, only one's going to appear. So you're kind of guaranteed to win. So I'm going to show that off here real quick. I'll see if I can bet here real quick. So, yep, we'll just skip that one. If it's not the monster that you want, you can just press B to escape. You have to step out here to reset the monster. The number that's determining what monster is going to fight. And here we're going to actually get a battle where it's only going to be two monsters against each other. So it'll normally be this, right here, it's going to be a Hades Condor versus Tentacles. So the Tentacles is now moved up to the 7.4 odds space. We're just going to bet on that one. And the Tentacles will now, because it's the only monster, it's automatically going to win, and it's going to win at the Hades Condor's odds. So yeah, we get 3,109 gold, so there we go. So that's a good way to potentially win some extra gold. So now I'm going to warp to Dharma. You notice when I pulled up Sadie's info, she didn't have any equipment. That's because I have her set up for the Soldier equipment. So she's going to turn to the Soldier, which is just basically a fighting class, but unlike the Fighter, who relies on not their equipment, but their levels for damage and stuff, the Soldier is going to be more dependent on equipment. So it's okay that Sadie's going to be really low level here, because we have really good end level equipment for her. We'll put her in the back so she doesn't get damaged too much, but she'll have the Demon Axe. It has a chance to miss, but has a higher chance to crit, 1 in 8 chance to crit, as opposed to the 1 in the normal 64 that everyone else gets. And we've got the Dragon Mail from Hawksness, that has elemental protection, helps against fire and breath attacks. And then she has that Shield of Strength, which can cast Heal more in battle. And the final piece of equipment was the Iron Mask, which we were able to buy in Lancel. I also pulled I pulled all that equipment out of the vault. I also pulled the magic key out of the vault because remember this guy said he wanted to see a magic key. If we bring her the magic key, he says, "Oh, I'm thinking of making the same thing and selling it." So yeah, we give him the inspiration to make magic keys. In Dragon Quest 1, in this building, the guy sells magic keys. So we just gave him the inspiration with that. That dialogue only appears if you have a magic key in your inventory, so I have it in Prince Ernie's inventory. So Sadie is going to be gaining levels really, really quick here. She gained, I think, like 5 or 6 levels just from one battle. And because like her stats are basically more based on her equipment, she's still doing decent damage. In just a few levels, she'll be doing basically as much as what she was doing as a pilgrim, because it just has better weapons, better equipment. So I'm going to give her the Ring of Life, just because she'll gain some hit points back every step she takes. So we don't necessarily have to heal her after every battle. And just like in Dragon Quest 1, we coded this little area here. We used the Rainbow Drop. It creates a rainbow bridge. And now we can get onto the Archfiend's Island. Got some pretty tough enemies here. A lot of them are the ones that are in like Baramus's castle. So you get those stone hulks, salamander monsters, and you actually run into boss trolls. Yeah, remember the boss troll was the boss of Samana. We had to use the Mirror of Ra to expose the fake king. Because it was a boss earlier in the game, and had regeneration, even though it's a common monster here now, it's a random encounter, it still has that regeneration, so we want to concentrate all our attacks on that boss troll to take it out before its regeneration kicks in. 100 points of regeneration, so... Now we got the Stone Hulk here to finish off. Yeah, we had, what, like 4 battles, I think? And Sadie's already up to level 14. A level later too, so the hit points are just going up massively. 11 hit points. She probably also has as many hit points as she did as a level 17 soldier, as a level 41 pilgrim. Here we head into Zoma's castle. So we head over to the right or to the left. Remember, we were told back by that prisoner back in Romildar that there's a passageway, a hidden passageway behind the throne room. Now the guard said this guy's a liar, but he actually was telling the truth. So, just like in Dragon Quest 1, there's going to be offshoots to the left and the right of the center passage. Those just lead to dead ends. They loop in around each other. So we're just going to avoid that staircase going down there. And if we enter into the southern room here, there's another staircase. That'll just loop around as well. So we're just going to ignore them. We're going to head into the center here. And once we head in, that door's going to be replaced by like a stone slab. Now we're basically trapped in here. So, just wander to the front. Yeah, stone slab here. How are we going to get out? Well, basically we're just going to have to wait in here a little bit. And then we're going to hear a voice. And all those 6 statues are going to come out and attack us. And ominous voices are heard. We are the guardians of the Archfiend's chamber. To enter, you have to defeat us first. And we're getting into 3 battles here against Granite Titans. We fought these guys earlier. They are sometimes called by the Goopy monsters. So we're familiar with them. They hit pretty hard. They have an opportunity to attack twice. So 75% chance that they attack twice. They're going to attack at least once. So we got lucky there. They each of them only attacked once. But yeah, one after we have a little bit of time between battles to heal up. It's not going to be one right after another, but still, it's basically like almost one right after another. So this is your little mini boss, I guess you can say. Yeah, we got 3 mini boss fights here, and I guess that's going to be reflected later on when we actually reach Zoma. Before we fight him, he's going to sick his 3 chief minions on us. Finish them guys off, and you notice 2 of the Granite Titans disappear. Let's heal ourselves up here just to keep ourselves safe. So Sadie has, she's only 50 hit points less than what she was as a 41 Pilgrim. So basically when you step in front of the Granite Titans now, the statues that are still around, that's how you'll initiate the fight. So we take these guns out, and we just have to move down a few steps, and that'll summon the last group. You only have to do this once. Next time we come into the castle, these guys will already be defeated, so it's a one and done thing. Now Zoma's minions, on the other hand, you can fight them multiple times, but you basically just before you would fight Zoma, you would have to cast the outside spell and leave. These guys are just a one and done flag, so we're going to basically in this episode we're going to get all the treasure in Zoma's castle, and then we'll warp out, make a save, so that if anything goes wrong against Zoma and his 3 lieutenants, you know, we didn't lose all the progress of gaining all the treasure in here. So let's step down in between these 2 statues. That'll prompt the final battle against the 2 Granite Titans. And then once they're all defeated, those the blocks that are trapping us in this room will disappear from both the top and the bottom. So we're going to head up to the top. And just like in Dragon Warrior 1, we had to search behind the Dragon Lord's throne, we're going to do that in this area and find the passageway down. Although the Dragon Lord only had 1 throne, Zoma has 2 thrones here, so I don't know who his queen was. But there's Sadie coming in through with that Demon Axe critical hit. So yeah, it's a little weaker, it's 15 points weaker than the Thunder Sword, but like I said, the chance for the updated critical is pretty, you know, it's a thing I'm willing to take, so a chance I'm willing to take. There's a heal spell that casts like heal more for everybody in the party. One of the good treasures that we're going to get later on in this castle is stone, the Sage's Stone. And that one boy, Romildar, said that that you can use it an infinite amount of times. Basically, that casts the heal spell infinitely, so use it in battle. So let's just search around here a little bit. Nope, it's not directly behind the throne. I forgot exactly the exact point it's at, but say just wander around here. As long as you cast your step guard spell, you'll be safe from stepping on those things. And there we go. Find the passageway. We head on down. Now there's going to be a whole bunch of holes here. If you fall in the hole, you just have to walk through a step, and that'll take you down to the bottom there. This room is just a small room, but it's big traps with all these things. We saw these things in the Tower West of Cole. Basically what you do is you rotate your controller so the up arrow is pointing in the same direction as the light triangle. And then from there you just point this. So now to move up, we're going to hit the right button. There we go. Same thing on this one. Hit the right, up, right. And we're going to head to the middle, because the left and the right are both dead ends. Now here in the basement of the castle, basically, we have 3 floors here. Now these are a really common enemy. We're going to pretty much every single battle we're going to be getting into is with these Swordoids here, and sometimes they appear with the Archmages. So these guys can attack twice around. And if they get below, I think 25% of their health, they have like a 40% chance to cast the Heal More spell on themselves. So, they are weak to fire, so you can use the fire spell on them. Most other spells they're pretty strong against, like Sleep, they have a 71% chance to avoid Ice, 71% chance to avoid the Wind spells, Infernos, Beat, Defeat, Sacrifice, all of them they have. So basically if you're going to use a spell against them, the best one to use would be your Fire spell, or the Expel spell. I think I used that with Prince Oni there. The problem with the Expel spell is it's kind of like a defeat spell, it instantly defeats like an enemy, but it basically, like a wind blows them away, and you don't get any gold or experience for them. So it could be useful if you're like really running low on like resources and you just want to get out of somewhere. You need to survive. but for the most part, that's a spell you don't want to usually cast often. It almost is like the cleric spell Turn Undead from Dungeons and Dragons, which a lot of these games took some inspiration from, because it seems to work really well on like undead type monsters, like your zombies, your skeletons. Most regular like living type enemies resisted like 100%. So you got a sword down there. It's a really strong sword, the double-edged sword. Because it's like a double-edged sword, your counter who swings it will actually take some damage. The only one who can use it is the soldier. So Sadie will be the only one who can use it for us, but she's gonna stick with the demon axe. I do have her with the thunder sword just as an item. She can use that. That casts that firebolt spell, but for the most part, she's better off just attacking. So here we are going to, this is the room with all of the treasure. It also is going to be part of a, kind of a sad little scene here. It's not as sad as it could be though, because, well, we'll see here. But yeah, once you cross this bridge, hey, there's somebody fighting like a dragon over there. And we get a little bit closer, look, a hero's fighting a monster alone. And what's sad is they will not let us join in on this battle. So here's our father, Ortega. He fought that dragon at the beginning of the thing. Everyone thought he was dead. That he fell in the volcano. Well, he fell in the volcano, but he ended up down here in this wall, trying to save it. And here he is trying to take out one of Zoma's lieutenants, the King Hydra. So, sadly, Ortega doesn't have a wizard's ring, so he's gonna run out of magic points to heal. And he doesn't seem to be strong enough to overcome King Hydra's regeneration. As a boss, King Hydra can regenerate between 90 and 109 hit points each round. So yeah, Ortega ain't really managing to overcome that, so Ortega is basically scripted to lose this fight. Like I said, it's sad that we can't join in and help him, because we'd be able to turn the tide in Ortega's favor. We're gonna have it like Final Fantasy Legend 2, where you have a fifth party member. Yeah, so this whole time we've been, in the shadow of our father, trying to be a great hero like our father. We finally meet our father, and we just have to watch him be defeated in battle, without the ability to help him at all. So yeah, the battle can take, it depends. But eventually King Hydra will win. It's all over for me. Oh, traveler, please hear my dying words. I am Ortega of Eliahan. If you happen to go to Eliahan in your travels, please visit Prince Oni and tell of what transpired here. Ask him to forgive his father, who could not bring peace to this world. Tell him, Yeah, so we don't even have any dialogue with him. Like, Prince Oni doesn't say anything to him. And we're going to go back to Eliahan. I'm going to drop off some stuff in the vault after I collect all the treasure. But even though we know about what happened with our father, we don't get any new dialogue with our mother and our grandfather. So, really stinky. Get our final key down here, get the final treasures in the game. And this is one opportunity where we actually can have more than one Leaf of the World tree. One of the treasures down here is a Leaf of the World tree. And normally you can't get a second Leaf of the World tree, because if you search where the Leaf of the World tree is, and you have one in your inventory, you're not going to find anything. But we have one on our inventory, and there's one guaranteed to be in one of these chests down here, so. We have a new enemy, the Putragon. Kind of like the skeleton monsters, the Skeletoid monsters. We can use the Expel spell on them. They have only a 30% chance to avoid it. And they have no resistance to fire. So, spells like the Wind, Infernos, Sleep, they have a 71% chance to avoid it. Even Lightning, they got a little bit of a chance to avoid with 30%. Fire is the only one that they have no chance to avoid. So that's why I use that really strong fire spell there, the Exploded spell, which hits all enemies and does the most fire damage, just like the expanded boom spell. we finish them off. Hey, so you get another level. He's getting up there. So it's just these treasure boxes here. We don't have to look at the ones on the far left and the far right. Those are the two that are mimics. But like I said, we're 100% in the game, so we need all the treasure, even the ones that are kind of bugged, or that are traps. Now this isn't the last dungeon in the remakes. In the Game Boy Color remake, there's 2 bonus dungeons, and there's like a metal dungeon. Because that game they have like a little mini game where you can like fight. You fight the monsters, and then they can drop medals. You try to get bronze, silver, and gold medals for all the monsters. And the one cave has like bosses, so you can fight bosses over and over again to get their medals. But then like the ultimate thing is when you get like all the medals, you can get to like this dragon, and you fight the dragon, and the dragon grants wishes. And one of the wishes you can have the dragon grant is to bring Ortega back. So that's nice that they let you do that, so you get nice, good feels. I forget the wishes. I think like one's like you wish your father back. Another one is like you wish like this mini game, this track like Monopoly type game. Another one is like for certain medals. You can wish for medals. So I'll eventually maybe play that game, but we got Dragon Quest 4 coming up here, so. We have our final treasure chest here, the Mimic. Finish it off in style. And there we go. So now we got all the treasure. We're going to make a quick save. Because over to the right is a staircase, and that'll be the staircase that will take us down to the final level where Zoma and his 3 lieutenants are. So we don't want to lose all this progress just in case, you know, something happens. We want to just jump out, make a quick save here, and we'll use up we'll save our game. Now this would be a time, since all we have to do left now is defeat the Archfiend. It'd be a good time now if you wanted to pull out all your status increasing seeds. We have a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to do that because it would just take a whole bunch of time. But if you want, you know, you can pull out your seeds from the vault here and use them to increase your stats, because, like I said, you probably won't get any more levels, and this is the, like I said, the final push. So, just clear out our inventory a little bit here. Silver harp, get rid of that double-edged sword. Sadie won't be using the thunder sword because it's better to use the demon axe now. I just kept it for like when she was at level 1 there. And if we ran into like some weak enemies, we can use that to clear them out, so. Just checking out items here. It's good to have Sadie with the Sage's Stone because she's probably going to go last in battle because she has such low agility as a soldier. And then she'll be able to like heal up. Usually like, the enemy will go before her, and then she can heal everybody after that. Because a lot of the enemies that we're going to be fighting, including Zoma, they're going to have those breath attacks that can hit all of her party. So, let's leave a bunch of our items here. And then I'm going to show off one last thing. We never left any gold, but I'll just show you how that works. When you leave gold, you leave it in increments of 1,000, and you can leave up to 255,500 gold. So, so we're just going to go up 99,000 there. That's the 9. Like I said, you can store up to basically like a little over a quarter mil. So yeah, I'm going to show off right here. You think that like you go and tell your mother that, you know, we ran into father, our grandfather, that we ran into our son, or we ran into his son, our father, but yeah, no new dialogue for running into our father. She's like, I wish your father could see you. Well, we did see our father. But, oh well. Let's just make a quick jump here to Dharma, because it just has a save state right here. A save your game area. And the inn's cheap here too, so. Good. And this way we'll make our save game here. And then we'll be able to just warp right to Rimuldar again. Because that's the closest town to the Archfiend's castle. So yeah, so next episode we're going to go through the entire castle. There's still 2 monsters we didn't run into, so we'll run into them, and if we need to farm them, we'll farm them, and then we'll take on Zoma and his 3 henchmen. So, almost done. Prince Oni's quest, almost finished. So, I hope you come back to see the final part of that quest coming up in the next episode. Take care, have a good day. Bye.